taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you.
Hello and welcome back to an Angry Canadian Reacts video, reacting to another Brit again. I got two new kittens, so this might be an interesting video. I've already had to restart twice. So let's get into this and try to get this over and done with before they cause any more havoc in my house.
Good stuff in Canada, and also learn about what even the provinces are. I know a few places in Canada, but I don't know many, and I probably get confused with a lot of areas as well. Decided to get into this, check this out. Make sure you guys let me know in the comments which place you're from, if you agree with the video or whatnot, on where you're ranked in that. That would be interesting. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Let's see this ranking.
Do you like forested areas full of streams and ponds, overheat easily, and enjoy cold temperatures?
No.
Well, then you're probably a moose. In which case, how'd you get on YouTube? Ah, forget it. The real question is, why haven't you moved to Canada?
Because it's such a big country. I don't know where to go.
Well, unless you actually are a moose, you probably want to stick with 85% of all Canadians and live within 100 miles of the U.S. border. Because,
well, you probably don't want to be living in a city that was a moose.
Although Canada is the second largest country and full of beautiful, diverse landscapes, a lot of that land gets so cold that you'll end up looking like this guy if you spend 5 seconds out.
Bro, this is literally like beyond the ice wall in Game of Thrones. What? Is this real?
Yes. That you'll end up looking like this guy if you spend 5 seconds outside.
Wow.
I guess it makes sense the Canadian pop sensation The Weeknd can't feel his face, but for the 93% of Canadians...
Oh, is The Weeknd actually Canadian? See, this is what I'm saying. I need a celebrity update video on who's Canadian, because I'm learning all these celebrities that I didn't realize were Canadian. They're Canadian.
Who love their home, the excellent education system, high quality of life, and incredible cities more than make up for it. Speaking of which, let's hit 5,000 likes for a video on the 10 best cities in Canada. But before you put on your sweater, other sweater, jacket, second jacket, hat, mittens, 2 pairs of pants, and enough socks to cut after circulation and move here, or if you're...
Oh, wait. What area are we going to? How cold is it?
They live in Canada and are looking for a new home. These are all 10 Canadian provinces ranked from worst to best, based on their economy, safety, cost of living, education, and quality of life.
Right, okay.
Number 10. Actually, we're going to start off.
Oh, wait, let me see these real quick before we get into this. So this is all 10 provinces.
Yes.
So we got British Columbia, Yukon, Northwest Territories, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, Nunavut, Newfoundland and Labrador. I don't know. The only places I know here is British Columbia, Nunavut I've heard about, Ontario and Quebec. What's this as well? Fredericton?
That's Fredericton, the capital of New Brunswick. Halifax?
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. We got more than 10 here. What's going on?
Off with a quick honorable mention.
3
the territories. Sure, they aren't
Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, so these aren't provinces. Wait, why? They're just territories?
The territories. Oh. Sure, they aren't provinces and only have a combined population of around 125,000. But if you're looking to rake in the cash, they have a lot of good paying jobs. Northwest Territories is actually home to the highest median household income at 154,000 Canadian dollars. And the Yukon isn't looking too shabby either at 129,000. Wow. Not to mention a 5.2% unemployment rate.
But wait, 5.2% is so high compared to the U.S.
Actually, Mr. Moose, Canada measures their real unemployment rate, which, by the same metrics, would the U.S. unemployment rate at 8.8%.
Oh,
so
really?
5.2 is pretty remarkable.
Wow.
But then again, the cost of living is also much higher here, as everything needs to be shipped long distances, and heating bills are through the roof. Truth be told, for most people, no amount of money is enough to live in the cold and desolate territories, where negative already is.
I suppose they're getting a good, decent wage to afford to live in there, but yeah, I wonder how crazy their living actually is there.
Common, and the population centers are thousands of kilometers apart. And if
got
that somehow
kittens
sounds
running around
appealing,
and
keep in
running
mind the
around
crime rates in
electronics.
Nunavut and Northwest Territories are more than 5 times the national average.
Oh, really? Wait, is the code sending them crazy? Why is it 5 times? Yeah, are they just getting more aggressive in the cold?
Actual number 10, Manitoba.
Okay,
Nearly twice as
Manitoba.
many people
Yeah.
move out of Manitoba than
We're
in,
not last.
and who can blame them? It's
Why?
the second most dangerous province, has the second lowest life expectancy, the worst schools in the nation, and although it's home to the lowest unemployment rate of any province at only 5.7%, there are also very
Wow.
few good-paying jobs, so even
Wow. So lowest employment rate. There's decent paying jobs, but yeah, life expectancy is very low. Damn.
with a median home value of
This
just
is
313 grand,
He's,
Manitoba still has the
a
third
problem.
highest poverty rate at 11.5%. And if all
What?
that isn't enough of a deterrent, did I mention it's the least happy province, or that it gets frigid cold? In fact,
Wait. How do you even say? How do you even rank happiness? Like, how do you know? Do you just get people in and just go, "Hey, you happy?" And secondly, did he say frigid cold?
Yes, he said frigid cold.
Frigid means like that you don't want to do something with someone in a romantic way. Like if I'm like with a girl
Yeah,
here and I'm scared
that's
to
pretty
kiss her,
accurate.
I'm frigid, right?
Tigger.
What's frigid cold? What does that mean?
Winnipeg is the coldest major city in North America, with
Already.
most winter days reaching negative 30 degrees Celsius with the wind
I don't know
chill.
where her
And if you thought the
Wow.
summers would
brother
be
is.
any better,
She
think
changed the
again.
camera.
There are over
That was
110,000 lakes in Manitoba, which means it gets
A lot.
incredibly humid.
A
And
lot.
you know who loves lakes and
Moose.
humidity? Mosquitoes.
Oh.
Hey, there's so many here that a town literally named itself Mosquito in Ukrainian.
Oh, see, I won't want to deal with mosquitoes. We don't have mosquitoes in the UK, right? We don't. Sorry, I got hiccups, man. But we don't have a deal with mosquitoes in the UK, right? But yeah, I feel like they will be annoying.
No, honestly,
Yeah, they
no
are.
province in Canada is a bad place to live, and Manitoba still has a really high quality of life. It's just that everything the province has to offer, another province does better. Well,
Right.
except for polar bears, because Churchill is
Hey, listen, polar bears are very, very cute, but yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near them. Nah,
Nope.
it's too dangerous, bro.
for polar bears, because Churchill is the polar bear capital of the world.
Oh, really?
Number
Yeah.
9. Newfoundland and Labrador. The
All
small
right.
town lifestyle
We're
of
still
Newfoundland
not
and
at the bottom.
Labrador is ranked as
that's
the fourth
cute.
most satisfying in Canada, despite also being home to very little sunshine and terrible weather.
That's
no, like
very
literally,
cute.
St. John's is routinely ranked as having the worst weather of any Canadian city.
Oh,
but speaking
really?
of St. John's, it's likely the most picturesque, charming, and unique city in the country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From what I'm seeing so far, it's like a very, very just like a. To me, it feels like a retirement kind of place.
And it's a good thing the buildings are so bright and colorful, because they'll lift your spirits on even the stormiest day.
Oh,
and if
really?
they don't lift your spirits, then George Street definitely will, because it has the highest concentration of bars and pubs of any street in North America.
Hell
And if
yeah.
that still doesn't lift your spirits, then the people definitely will, as Newfoundlanders might actually be the friendliest Canadians. And if
Hey.
that still
Wait, why is this number 9 then? Just because of the bad weather?
doesn't lift
Oh,
your
yeah.
spirits, well, then you probably suffer from seasonal depression, in which case, don't move here.
Right.
Because from the fog to rain to sheer isolation and 322 centimeters of annual snow, Newfoundland isn't for the faint of heart. But if you don't mind having a vitamin D deficiency and are just looking for a beautiful place to raise a family, Newfoundland and Labrador is the 4th safest province. The schools are great, and while the unemployment rate is the highest in the nation at 12.1%, the median home value is also the 4th lowest at just 315 grand.
Okay, no. Wait. Why is that number 9? That sounded pretty good. I'm confused. The only bad point, really, was like the weather.
Number 8. Prince Edward Island.
Okay,
Prince Edward
Edward
Island may be the smallest province by
Still
both
not at the
population and
Flat.
area, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for in potatoes. Yeah,
What
while
do you mean?
PEI is just 0.1% of Canada's total landmass, it produces 2.5 billion pounds of spuds annually, or around 25%
Yeah.
of the country's total yield. And with only 160,000
Jeez.
full-time residents, humans are certainly outnumbered by the root vegetable. Well, at least until summer rolls around and all the tourists hightail it to the island to indulge in delicious
Hey, listen, hey, potatoes are taking over, man.
seafood, explore the charming countryside, and dip their toes in the warmest ocean water north of
Right.
the Carolinas. Speaking of which, fishing, tourism, and agriculture are pretty much the only industries in the province, resulting in the second highest unemployment rate at 10.6% and the second lowest median household income of only $89,000. And since many people from the more expensive big cities have been moving here for the laid-back lifestyle as they can now work remotely, home values have shot up by a staggering 33.6% over the past year to $370 grand. This is
a 33% increase is nuts.
made PEI unaffordable for many locals.
Wow.
So can you really blame anyone for wanting to live here? I mean, it's the third safest province, offers the highest overall life satisfaction rate, and is home to so many beautiful beaches.
Hey, I can't lie. Even with the disadvantages, like, this is how you know Canada all in general is just an amazing place to live, right? Because even with the lowest ranked places right now that we're seeing, they still seem pretty good. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like none have like really crazy dangerous zones or anything like that, or like to me it still seems livable, right?
Before we get off of PEI, it is slowly eroding away. The island eventually will disappear because of the erosion. Just a little fun fact.
They got a little bit
Number
of a couple
7,
bad points,
New
but
Brunswick. Just a quick
Much.
$48.50 toll ride across the outrageously expensive Confederation Bridge brings
yeah.
us to our next province,
New
which
Brunswick.
is often the most overlooked. No,
Yeah.
Brunswick. I mean New Brunswick. But while
Hey.
many Canadians think of New Brunswick as the absolute worst, the statistics say otherwise. Sure, there are no vibrant big cities, and the economy is lacking with the lowest minimum wage and median household income at just $86,500.
Oh, really?
Have you seen this coastline? Not to mention the median home value.
wait, let me see this because this is apparently very low, and I want to compare it to the UK. So minimum. Household income is 86,000, right? CAD in pounds, 45 grand, right? The average household in the UK is, this is the average across the whole UK,
Okay?
is 36,000. So this is still more than the average of the across the UK. That's crazy.
is the lowest in Canada at only
10 grand more.
252 grand. So even with the low salaries and high taxes, the poverty rate is still just 9.4%, which is the
Wow.
third lowest of any province. And
Yeah.
despite its nickname, there are actually some really cool places in New Brunswick. The
Okay.
capital,
It's called
Fredericton,
New
has a
Brunswick.
great
What
art
the-
scene and tons of greenery. St. John is incredibly picturesque with historic buildings
No.
and so much beautiful
No.
nearby
Hey,
nature.
beautiful.
Not to mention the up-and-coming uptown area. And Moncton's got the best jobs, restaurants, and nightlife of the three main cities.
Yes,
as
it
well
does.
As the most francophones.
Let go of the
Which
cord,
reminds
Tigger.
me, you should probably learn French if you plan on moving here, because it's the only official bilingual province.
Oh, wait.
Number 6.
Wait, I thought Quebec was also.
No.
But what does that actually
Tigger.
mean? The official bilingual province. So like,
Here's the thing. Quebec is a French province. New Brunswick is a bilingual province. The rest are English speaking.
would it mainly be speaking French there, or would it just be like half and half? Like, what's going on?
Saskatchewan. Sure, the official bilingual
Saskatchewan.
province. Number 6, Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Sure, Saskatchewan gets really cold, with temperatures often dropping to negative 40 Celsius. But would you rather be warm or rich? Saskatchewanians apparently pick the latter because despite the frigid environment and boring landscape, they have the second highest life satisfaction.
He said frigid environment again. Does frigid mean like wobbly or something?
No, super cold.
Like it's like breaking apart.
Despite
No,
the
super
frigid
cold.
environment and boring landscape, they have the second highest highest life satisfaction rate of any province, and I'm guessing that has something to do with them also having the second highest median household income at $102,000, in addition to the second lowest median home value of just $288,000. Or maybe it's because even if it is cold for half the year, Saskatchewan is still the sunniest province. Speaking of which, those clear skies also make it one of the best places to see the northern lights.
Wait, how many of you guys in Canada have seen the Northern Lights? And how many is it like a common thing? Because I'm hearing in Canada, you can see them a lot.
Yep.
I really, really, really want to see the Northern Lights. Badly.
But while
Come
Regina
here
and
to Brunswick, you can
Saskatoon
see
are
'em.
both great small cities with growing economies and a ton to do, the rest of the province is really struggling. Prince Albert, for example, has a poverty rate nearing 25%, which has led it to being one of the most dangerous cities in Canada. And North Battleford's crime rate is 495% above the national average.
Wow.
This has led to Saskatchewan being the most dangerous province, with an overall crime rate 91% above the national average.
I thought the most dangerous province would probably be like one of the worst on the ranked list, because that's a big factor when you come to like places to live, right? But it's number 6.
Yeah.
It's quite high if it's the most dangerous.
But hey, at least the people are nice when they aren't trying to rob you. Number 5, Nova Scotia. The second smallest province by total area might just be the most beautiful. From stunning beaches, forests, lakes, and rivers, to charming villages like Lunenburg, Wolfville, Cheticamp, and Bedeck, to the freaking Cabot Trail in Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia does not waste any space. Basically, if you want to live a quiet life among beautiful scenery...
Hey, you wouldn't want to get lost there though, right? You would not want to get lost here. Jesus, I hope they know their way back.
Oh, you find your way out
if you want to
eventually.
live a quiet life among beautiful
North or
scenery,
south.
look no further. And if you want to live a less quiet life among beautiful scenery, well,
Halifax.
also look no further, because Halifax is one of the best cities in Canada with a diverse and booming economy. And since the market's still undersaturated in most industries, it's also a great place to start a business. Sure, wages still have some catching up to do, as Nova Scotia's median household income is just $90,000. But as the population continues to grow, so should the salaries, and the cost of living still isn't too expensive, with a median home value of just $351,000. Which,
wait, medium home value 300 grand. Let's see this. 300,000 CAD. 150k? Wait, that's cheap. What? Yo, 150k Great British pounds in the UK. Bro, like, you're not even getting a... You're probably getting a one-bed house is a bit battered.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that's mad.
Just more than worth it. Especially when you consider there's literally no crime and the schools are among the best in the...
The average house in the UK, average for like a 2-bedroom house, is probably around 250,000. Maybe 200, 230 probably. There's something about that.
Nation. And unlike some Canadian provinces, Newfoundland, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, okay, I gotta stop coffee, people are gonna think I have COVID. Nova Scotia actually has pretty mild weather. Well, by Canadian standards, at least.
Yeah.
Number 4, British Columbia. I'm sorry, Nova Scotia.
That's gorgeous. That is beautiful.
But with places like Vancouver Island, the Okanagan Valley...
Oh my god. Oh my... Yeah, yo, British Columbia is unreal.
Yeah, I've never been there. Want to go badly.
Is that a lake or is it flood? These are lake houses, aren't they?
Probably.
Oh my god.
And Kootenay and Yoho National Parks. British Columbia is by far the most beautiful and diverse province, and it was never even close.
Gorgeous.
But if you thought BC stood for British Columbia, it actually stands for Bring Cash, because boy, are you gonna need it, with a median home value of $891,000, which is actually the highest in the nation. The economy is also incredible, however, with the highest GDP growth of any province and tons of good-paying jobs in literally every industry, which has resulted in the third lowest unemployment rate, as well as the 4th highest median household income at $96,000. So the stress of money can't be that bad, considering British income at $96,000. So the stress of money can't...
Mad. If you guys don't know, I absolutely love surrounding mountains. My dream house would be like a house with just mountains just enclosing it all. Like the neighborhood, I mean. So you got the neighborhood and then just mountains just like,
Can't be that
Gorgeous.
bad.
Come to
Considering
Canada.
British Columbia
We got
also
you.
has the second highest life expectancy at 82.4 years.
Really?
You
Move
wouldn't
to
want to live as
Jasper
long
or
as
back?
possible to savor these views. And if you're not the outdoorsy
Gorgeous.
type, there's still plenty here for you because Vancouver is a gorgeous, bustling, multicultural city, and Victoria is one of the most charming places in the country. Not to mention, they're also home to the most mild climates in Canada.
Yeah. Barely get
Number
any
three.
snow.
Ontario. Whether you want to live in a big city, small city, beach town, or even the countryside, Ontario has it all.
Okay.
Of course, there's Toronto, which manages to be an incredibly safe and clean city despite its massiveness. Not to mention,
Surprising.
it's the most multicultural city in the world. But there's
Yep.
also so much more to Canada's most populated province. From beautiful shorelines across
Oh
four
my
Great
god,
Lakes.
that looks like that don't even look like a Canada. It looks like a different country. It looks like a tropical island.
To the
Oh, that's
Niagara
us.
Falls region, to
Oh.
Wilmette Canyon and Thousand Islands National Park, the second largest province by total area.
That was something I learned recently. Actually, I actually learned that Canada and America shares the Niagara Falls.
Yep.
I thought it was just in America.
Has
Oh,
no
no.
shortage of beautiful scenery, quaint towns, or places to live that hashtag cottagecore life.
Right.
And if you're only in it for the money, well, Ontario is the economic juggernaut of Canada, accounting
Okay.
for nearly 40% of the national GDP. So you shouldn't
Ah.
have much difficulty finding a good job. Is the
40%'s nuts.
Yep.
40% of the country's GDP.
The median household income of
Ontario.
$100,300 is the third highest in the nation. And
Wow.
those jobs aren't just in Toronto.
Gorgeous,
in fact, Ottawa actually has even higher salaries, is much cheaper, and while you might think it's boring because government, it's actually a pretty hip city and a wonderful place to raise a family.
Oh, really?
Speaking of which, if you've got kids, Ontario is the second safest province and has the second best schooling system.
That's good.
Honestly, if it wasn't so expensive with a median
Mate,
home
look at these buildings, though.
and has the second
Yeah.
best schooling system. Honestly,
Like, it's actually crazy. Like, even in London, we've got tall buildings in London, but you don't look nothing like this,
if it wasn't
man.
so expensive with a median home value of 835 grand, Ontario probably would have been
Like,
number
it just
one.
goes...
It just goes on and on. Yes. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. You'll notice that in a lot of movies, television series will be filmed in Toronto, and they'll use Toronto as a New York or Chicago or Detroit. It's a very multi-useful city.
Oh, no.
Number two, Alberta. You've likely
Alright.
seen images of
Quebec
Alberta
is the
gracing
number one.
covers of magazines and travel inspo social media
I don't
alike.
see how.
But besides the majestic mountains and lakes of Banff and
Or we're just not
Jasper,
counting
Alberta
Quebec.
also
Yeah,
offers
that's
an
it. It's
incredibly
gonna be
high
Northwest
quality of
Territories.
life.
Right.
Mainly thanks to the oil that abounds in the region, which has helped the province achieve by far the
would.
highest median household income at over 113 grand, as well as the fourth lowest unemployment rate at just 7%. Yet despite those high paychecks, the cost of living still isn't unreasonable, with a median home value of only 426 grand.
It's not
Yeah,
bad, though.
That's less than half the cost of a house in British Columbia. Add in the fact that it's the most tax-friendly province, and it's no wonder the poverty rate is the lowest in the country at just 8.2%.
That's
It is a
good.
surprise how the public schools are also the best
Gorgeous.
in Canada, despite those low taxes, however. But either way, there just isn't much wrong with Alberta. The only
No.
things keeping it
Look
from
at
number
that.
one are the crime rate that's 46% above the national average, and the province's heavy dependence on oil for the high incomes. Because sure, things are great now.
Yep.
As oil prices are very
change.
cyclical, it's only a matter of time before the economy crashes. Now, before we get to number
Oh,
one,
really?
make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what you
Wait. Would that place, like, really go downhill then if that were to happen?
think the
Yes,
best province in
very
Canada
much
is.
so.
But without further ado,
Honestly, like, if I was gonna pick a place to like move right now without seeing number one yet, is British Columbia.
Yep.
Absolutely stunning. Number
number
one.
Quebec.
Bullshit.
I guess it's true that bigger is better, and that things do get better with time, because Canada's largest and most historic province is also
Very
the
nice.
best. Quebec is by
No, it's
far the
not.
safest province, has the second most diversified economy, second lowest unemployment rate, the highest average life expectancy,
Okay.
and third highest life satisfaction rate. And
Wow.
while the median household income of $94,000 is only the fifth highest, the cost of living is also incredibly affordable, with
Slow.
a median home cost of just $449 grand. land
Not
and
bad.
very cheap rents in Montreal,
Kit Kat.
resulting in the second lowest poverty rate at just 8.7%.
Oh, Montreal is in Quebec. Ah, okay. See, this is what's interesting. I'm learning like the different places of Canada.
And speaking of Montreal, the culture, the food, the history, oh la la, is it beautiful. And there are also many other charming cities and towns, in addition to gorgeous forests.
Before we go further, let's talk about the elephant in the room. It's a French province. There's not a lot of English. They're trying to get rid of all the English there. Not the English people, just the English writing on signs, packaging. It's ridiculous. Not a fan. Plus, they want to separate occasionally.
Mountains, lakes,
Beautiful,
and
dog.
beaches. The only thing that should stop you from moving here is if you don't speak French, in which case, learn French. Because Quebec is...
I have heard that Quebec, a lot of people do speak French there. I don't know if it's all of them that live there probably do speak French. But like, you know, if I was to go to a shop in Quebec, would the menu be in English or French?
The best province to
Only
live in
French.
for 2021.
Wow, interesting, cool. But yo, really good video. If I was going to choose somewhere, I'm still sticking with British Columbia. I think British Columbia is absolutely beautiful. Definitely my cup of tea. But yeah, let me know where you guys live. Let me know some nice things about it and stuff. Let me know what you think to these rankings. That would be really interesting. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I also do stream every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. I do live reactions on there. We can have a conversation. You can send me pictures and stuff for me to review. So if you want to do that, make sure you do check it out. There'll be a link in the description. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
That's his socials. My socials are YouTube. That's what I do. I do YouTube. I'm being attacked by a kitten behind me. Anyways, we'll see you next time.